Hello dear friends, in today's video I will show my game against Alisher Suleymenov, rated 24.99, 7th round of Dubai Police Open tournament. So let's go. I was white, I went d4, c5, knight f3, d6, d4, c takes d, knight takes d4, knight f6, knight c3, and here I was expecting a6. But my opponent very slightly surprised me with the knight c6 move. Of course, he had some games, and I thought that he might also go for rouser, but mainly I was expecting a6 and knight dwarf. Yes, here I played bishop g5. Recently, Vidit won very nice game against Alireza with the bishop c4 move. I went bishop g5, e6, queen d2, queen b6. Yes. Here usually the main is considered a6, long castle, bishop d7, and already I played a couple of games. One of them was last year during European Team Championship against Luka Drašković. Yes, queen b6. Here long castle is an option to go. Allowing massive trade on d4. So I went knight b3, a6. Here, yes, I could take bishop f6, g takes f, and long castle. I went, yes, I could also start with long castle. I played f3, bishop e7, and here I went g4. Yes, the idea is very obvious. Whenever h5, then I'm having bishop e3 and g5 ideas, so direct h5 ideas are not really working. Yes, what did my opponent play? He could go knight e5, but always bishop e2 ideas are there. So he went queen c7, I played bishop e3. Here I could go long castle, and if h5 then g takes h, but I decided to go bishop e3, and whenever h5 comes then g5. b5, long castle, and here my opponent went b4. I'm not sure at all about b4 decision. He could simply go short castle and kind of wait for my decisions, because for white it's hard to understand which plan to follow, g5 or h4 h5, or maybe king b1, just waiting useful moves. So he went b4, and it is already obvious that I should do something with my knight. So knight a4 was possible, but always rook b8 ideas are there. So I went knight e2. Yes, whenever knight e5, I can at least go knight e to d4. Yes, short castle, and here I played knight d4. Yes, I was thinking about knight e5, knight g3, bishop b7, some g5. Yes, here knight d4, and d5, knight f5, bishop takes f5. I took with the g pawn. I could also take with the e pawn. Yes, but here d5 comes, g5, d4. Whenever g takes, d takes comes. Bishop d4, e takes d. I don't think black has any problems. So bishop f2, I was thinking knight d5, f6, but here bishop d6, and black always has ideas jumping with the knight to c3, which can be very dangerous. B takes c, b takes c. So that's why I did not allow my opponent to get this d5, d4. So I went g takes f. Of course, here his idea was to go d5. He takes d, always some rook f d8 is there. I went rook g1. Yes, d takes f takes knight e4 ideas are not really working because of queen g2. Yes, I'm threatening already some bishop h6. He went rook f d8. I played bishop d3. And you know, after the game, when we started discussing the game and this position, yes, our conclusion was that white probably already slightly better. Here he went bishop f8. I played bishop h6. I was also thinking about some queen e2, maybe even queen g2. So I played bishop h6. And now I'm threatening a lot of sacrifices, and here rook d6, according to my calculations, would have been the strongest, and my opponent played queen b6, which is a huge blunder. I could also go bishop g7, queen h6. Yes, and black does not have any moves with the knight because queen is hanging, and if king f8, rook g7, and white is just pawn up and much better. But I realized that rook g7 ideas are also working. So bishop g7, if king h8, of course rook f7 or queen g5. So bishop g7, I played queen g5 here. Not much options are there. If knight e8, then bishop g7, knight g7, f6. If you go some h6, then bishop h6 takes, and something like f6 finishes the game. The same happens with knight h5, bishop g7. Yes, my opponent went king f8, bishop g7, king e7 and f4. Yes, the idea is he takes f, e5 comes, and queen e3, king b1, queen e5. There is bishop f6 and rook e1. So h6, queen h6. Yes, position, black's position collapses. Knight d7. I could go some queen h4, but takes, and f takes c. I'm threatening bishop f6, and white has 3 pawns, and this should be more than enough. So rook, bishop f6, king f8, rook g1, with the ideas to go rook g3, rook h3. So rook c8, rook g3, and rook h3 ideas are unstoppable almost. So this rook h3, and here my opponent resigned after e6. So let's go and check with the machine to see what happened. Yes, let's see this one. Let's go back. Queen b6. Let me just use the engine what I'm mainly using. So bishop takes, knight b3. Long castle is also possible. I played knight b3. Yes, and here bishop e7 or a6. a6 was played. Yes, bishop takes long castle. Yes, I played no, long castle would have been the strongest. Queen c7, king b1, b5, f4. I played f3. Yes, so queen c7 or bishop e7. I played g4. Yes, queen c7 my opponent did play. I played, yes, long castle would have been the strongest. I played bishop e3. And here just knight e5. Knight e5, bishop e2, b5. So b5. G5 or long castle. Yes, knight d7, no, b4. Yes, short castle, knight d7. Black does not have any problems. Yes, I played knight e2, knight a4, rook b8, g5, h4. So knight e2, and here black was already better. Knight e5, knight d4, d5. You know, I saw it. I saw this, and even d5. But what about g5? What about e takes d? Just e takes d, huh? E takes d and knight c4. You know, my knight on b3 is so badly played, so knight c4 always comes. I saw this position and I thought maybe I'm better because, let's say, isolated pawn on d5, but just a short castle follows and then knight c4. Yes. Yes, my opponent went short castle. I played this. Wow. Wow. Knight takes d4, knight takes d4, e5. He did not have any. Yes, e takes d5 would come. G takes f I took. d5. Well, even here I'm worse. Wow. How wrongly I evaluated today. I played rook g1 and just king h8. Black does not have any problems, and black is even better. As I played this, king h8, I played bishop h6, I found this, and here t takes, bishop takes, d takes c, rook g7, king h8. Wow. And what about this? What? Just rook g7, queen g5. Yes, and queen b6 is a huge mistake. So rook g7 I took, takes this, takes, yes, king f8 takes, and f4. h6, queen takes, and d7 takes, dxf takes. Yes. Yes, dear friends, as you noticed throughout the opening, my opponent did not have any problems, and in a few moments he could even get not much better position, but definitely better position. Yes, like around 0.50, 0.60, 70. Yes, even the position after g takes f was fine for him, and even better for him. So I evaluated throughout the game wrongly, and yes, the whole game I did not play well. Only my opponent went queen b6, which was a huge blunder, and after rook g7 it all worked. Yes. Thank you very much for watching this video, and please follow my YouTube channel for the more content. Thank you.